June 5th, 2025, a date which will live in infamy. The richest man on the planet has accused the president of the free world of being on the Epstein list himself. Who was Jeffrey Epstein? And did Donnie Dreidels diddle kids? Finally, right? Finally, something happening. This is perhaps the biggest news story of our lives, so let's just dive right in. Obviously, the Epstein files were never released. Elon Musk is essentially accusing Donald Trump of horrible crimes against children, and frankly, I think Trump only has one move here. He must release the tapes, or the files, or whatever it is. Or he looks guilty. He was hanging out with Epstein all the time. Don't deny it, you cultists. It's time to face facts. I will say this, though. No one seems to be asking why. Why powerful people are always doing weird stuff with children. I present to the court Exhibit A.
I've seen in Congress is Israel literally owed to Congress. You understand that 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
The host just nods along.
It was so powerful. And today it's almost the opposite. You have between AOC and Omar and these people that hate Israel. They hate it with a passion. They're controlling Congress, and Israel is not a force in Congress anymore. It's just amazing. I've never seen such a change. And we're not talking about over a very long period of time, but I think you know exactly what I'm saying. They had such power, Israel had such power, and rightfully, over Congress, and now it doesn't. It's incredible, actually.
In late 2021, Trump went out of his way to say that Israel should run America's legislative branch. Not only that, he said that if they did run Congress, it would be rightfully so. What does that mean? It means that Trump thinks Israel should run our government. And keep in mind when this was, that he said this in late 2021, he was gearing up for another run at the White House. There are only two ways that Trump saying this even makes sense, and both are not good. The first is if he's under the impression that Israel runs America, and the second is if he's being blackmailed by Israel into saying these things. But how would Israel even come to have blackmail or other compromising material on Trump? Well, we know Trump hung out with Jeffrey Epstein, and we know Epstein was blackmailing other people because his victims told us as much in testimony. Is it so hard to believe that Trump would get caught up in a scheme like that? I think it's a possibility for sure. Now, what makes me say I think Epstein was working for Israel? Well, we know he got his money from Les Wexner, who is the former president of something called the World Jewish Congress. Google that one. And he just decided to give Epstein $1 billion one day. For no reason. He said, go pretend you're a hedge fund manager and rub elbows with rich and powerful people. So that's where the money came from. And Epstein just so happens to be dating the daughter of a confirmed British double agent who blackmailed English people on behalf of Israel 20 years prior. Are you starting to connect the dots yet? And they might have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for that meddling Musk and his pesky autism. So what happens next? Nobody can say for sure, but anything is possible. We could see Elon Musk get murdered here in the next few weeks. Or maybe Trump will actually release the files this time in an effort to clear his name. Personally, I'm not sure what I want to happen. People say they want the Epstein files released, but do we really want to see those images, those videos? I'll never forget when the Hunter Biden laptop came out. And all my conservative friends were sending me pictures of Hunter's erections. They were telling me that using his penis as a scale, you could clearly tell the person off screen whom he was with was a child. I don't know when it happened. I think it was after that show came out. Making a Murderer. Do you remember that? Ever since that show came out, everybody thinks they're a detective. They're so obsessed with solving the crime, they never stop and ask if their friends would actually want to receive a text with a picture of Hunter Biden's penis. What I'm really worried about with the Epstein files, more than the corruption, more than the political ramifications, I'm worried about my inbox again being flooded with penis pics from various world leaders and industry titans. That's really all I'm worried about. We don't need another million MAGAs peppering their friends with penis pics again. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen or what you want to happen. And I'm sure we'll find out here in the next few days what Trump's next move will be. That's all for this emergency episode. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. See you next time.